Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Can you hear me now? Also, there's some music for you all. Yes, you all can hear me. Fantastic. That is great. Welcome one and welcome all to my live stream. Today we're going to be working on a commission of a character that I've already done once previously, but we're redesigning, which is always very, very fun. Alright. Holy crap nuggets. 5 people coming on here. And actually, this marks the second time I'm live streaming on YouTube as well. Multi-stream. Holy crap balls, it's so cool. But it's a pain in the butt, to be really honest. But you know what? I'm going to see if everything works. Ever do cross-logic puzzles? I have no clue on what cross-logic puzzles are. Aww. Okay. Tell them I said hi. The random person that they definitely do not know says hi. Oh. I would say that this would be marking the first time I'm live streaming on TikTok, but TikTok is being a pain in the butt. Yay! I'm glad. But no, I've never heard of cross-logic puzzles. No, oh, there's my pen. So actually, fun story too. If anybody's been following me on the the Twitters and stuff like that, and also on TikTok, they would know that I actually went to the hospital not that long ago because I apparently got exhaustion and overworked myself. So I was on bed rest for a couple days, which is always a fun time. But I'm not completely overworking myself. My doctor just doesn't understand me. I don't overwork myself. I just don't sleep and don't eat properly. Eh. I'm honestly, I'm probably going to do it again, let's be honest here. But I have vitamin D medicine and gummies, so I can eat that. So I won't supposedly get as exhausted. I have no clue on how vitamin D is supposed to help. And also, I mean, apparently they did not enjoy the vitamin D jokes that I was making. Challenging but fun. But I will honestly go too tough on myself, let's be honest here. I'm a workaholic. That's honestly the main thing that I am. I work until I'm basically dead. But on that note, I do say that whenever you guys were talking about Dr. Crafty, I did some research about Dr. Crafty. And holy crap nuggets, I've been watching. I'm on season 2. I'm already on season 2 of the Dr. Crafty show. I've been watching it religiously. And, well, if you're following me on Instagram or Twitter, you have noticed that I did put out a drawing of it. Mainly because I could not sleep that day. I could not. I was laying in bed all day long. Commission-wise, my commissions were on my computer. My iPad was next to me. So instead of doing my commissions, I worked on my iPad and decided to draw something about Crafty. And honestly, it was a blast. And it was something fun and very helpful. And also, I say go and support them. They are doing some freaking amazing stuff. They need more followers. because their art stuff is so much fun. Do. Alright. Ooh, I like those pants. Basically, right now, I'm looking for references, because the basic premise of this character is a punk goth. So, I've been looking through references, trying to find fun punk goth-esque type feel. And for the life of me... Hello! Welcome! Okay, now I can zoom. Jeez Louise, I don't understand why I couldn't zoom before. That was a pain. I hit the button again. Welcome to the live stream. I was just talking about my experiences of overworking myself. Which, honestly, I call bullcrap. I don't think that it's really even possible to overwork oneself. I have infinite ability to work and infinite energy. Even though I fully matched my character that I normally draw myself as. AKA, I am very tired, because I'm always tired. But how are you doing, Joy's Illustrations? Are you having the good day? Somebody's being quite spunky. There we go. You know, I want to have... Like, I knew I was thinking about chains, but you know, it'll be even more fun. Straps. Don't know why, but straps sound like more fun to me. It is always good to see bright and sunshiny faces. Alright, so do that. Boo-boo. Oh, essays are not fun. Trust me, they are not fun at all. I am so glad that I'm out of college, because essays were the bane of my freaking existence. Okay, listen to this one. Imagine if some crazy magic shit that I could be able to make my characters come to real life. In case, what would I do? That's actually a really good question. What would I do? Now, I mean, if everybody came, like, everybody that I've created came to life. Oh, gosh. That would... Well, I would hide. I would fucking hide. Oh, that's really cool. I cannot wait to see the finished product, Momo. And I'm glad that you're recovering. Because I actually used to have, like, really bad bronchitis attacks when I was younger. I would have a harem. Oh. The bad part is I wouldn't have a legit harem because most of my characters hate me. And hate my guts. Especially Sadara. She really freaking hates me after I did that redesign. Which I don't blame her. I honestly don't blame her for hating me. And mainly, most of them hate me because of their backstories. That's the main reason why most of them hate me. Because a lot of people are like, oh, well, you create a character that really likes you. No, I create the characters based upon voices in my head. And a lot of the voices in my head are not really happy with me. I mean, one only speaks in really loud German, and I don't understand German, and they always sound very angry. So, yeah. That one's the one that I worry about the most. I thought to learn German, but then the bad part is that I would understand what the voice in my head is saying. And that's not a good idea. There we go. But yeah, that's one difference between me and other creators and stuff like that. A lot of people like to create their own harems. I create the people that are basically the voices or different personas that are in my mind. And honestly, that's one way I do cope with different forms of, well, depression or anything like that. Oh, you speak German? I do know a little bit of sign language. Not a lot, but enough to get me by. But yeah. I honestly would not have a harem because none of them would want to be with me in the slightest. I know small phrases of German. I actually used to date a girl that knew German. And I know a little bit because there was two different types, okay? There was one that spoke very angry Spanish for a while. And the funny part is, I know a little bit of Spanish. Not enough to be dropped into Mexico or also in Spain. I would probably not survive well. I know I can understand whenever it's spoken to me, most of it, but I just can't speak it well. Oh, the joys, the joys. Don't worry, I am here to offend everybody equally. That's why I'm an artist. I just go and just have a lot of fun making sure that everybody is uncomfortable. Because I'm one of the meanest artists you'll ever meet in your life. I'm dead serious. I'm just such a horrible human being. And if you don't understand sarcasm, I'm being very sarcastic. Okay, let's continue on with this character. So, I think if I remember, I drew this character before on live stream. And I had somebody ask me, whenever it came to this character, what are they? And this character is an octopus. It's, what are they called? Genkai or something like that? Where it's an animal that people make into a person. But an actual person rather than a anthro. Yeah, sure. Send it to me. I would love to see. And I'm actually using the last commission page that I was commissioned for to keep my proportions kind of similar, because it is the same type of character. I do like just single dots underneath the eyes. I don't know why. I actually really enjoy it. That's the thing. Now, the fun part is that I had a lot of people back whenever I was younger think that I was a comedian. And I was like, oh, yes, I am totally a comedian. I'm not just telling the truth so brutally and nonchalantly that you think that I'm actually kidding and thinking that I'm actually telling a joke. No, not that in the slightest. But send me the art so that I can see it. You can send it through Instagram or on the Twitters? Because I'm here to speak truth. But actually, fun story, one of my other commissions that I did for Fiverr, I am actually, because I'm also writing a book to try to help people whenever it comes to how do you do commissions and stuff like that. So I'm going to have a digital book that I will sell to people for dirt cheap so that people can learn the ways that I do commissions as a passive income. But I was trying Fiverr for the first time, and I have to admit, Fiverr is kind of garbaggio. Now, let me explain whenever I say it's garbaggio, because, yeah, it was a pain in the ass, let's be honest here. So, whenever it comes to Fiverr, I got the commission in, and I was like, okay, cool. And the commission was worth probably about $150. Roughly around that, okay? So, I was like, alright, cool. I'm glad that I got a commission. Let's go for this. I cannot wait to get started on it. So, while working on this said commission, it turns out that after I was finished with the commission, because don't get me wrong, talking back and forth with the person who commissioned me, I was super ecstatic, and also it was one of my regulars who commissioned me. So I already had a lot of their contact information, so we contacted through Fiverr, we contacted outside of Fiverr, everything like that. But the fun thing is that whenever I received the money from Fiverr, I noticed that instead of getting, like, say, $150, I only got $120, which was bizarre. And I was like, okay, they take a portion and everything like that. That's understandable. Okay, they take a portion, but that's a really big freaking portion. But oh well, you know what? Okay. But then the one thing that really hit was the person who commissioned me. They sent me a tip, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. They sent me a tip. That's great. But the thing is that whenever the money all came in, it was $120, and I saw that the tip was right around $20. And I was like, wait, so did Fiverr just take like the $50 and only gave me $100, and then the tip was the $20? I have no clue. I was like, this is ridiculous. I cannot believe that. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe it was just maybe they're just screwing over the artist. Okay, that's understandable. But then whenever I was talking to the person who commissioned me, apparently they had to pay a fee on top of the $150 that they spent to commission me. Or it was $145, $150. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they had to pay a fee on top of that. And I was like, whoa, what do you mean you had to pay a fee on top of that to commission me? And like, yeah, they have you pay a fee. And also, I just saw that, Joy. Yo! I freaking love that. Oh. You got those hair spikes down pat. That's freaking beautiful. You know what? And high five. There we go. Yeah, and it was ridiculous. So, needless to say, I'm probably not going to do any more commissions via Fiverr. I'm going to see what other avenues people can make money through Fiverr and see if they will actually, well, work or actually do well on or anything like that. But for now, Fiverr is a no-go. For anybody who is a commission-based artist out there, that's my take on it. But, yo, Joy, that is freaking amazing. Oh my gosh. You know, I wonder if I can get away with an lip piercing on this character. Because whenever it comes to punk, goth, piercings and eyeshadow are the way of the future. Yeah, you don't tip the artist, you tip Fiverr. They're like, oh, thank you for going and commissioning an artist. You can just pay us the money. We're good. We're good. We keep this. We keep this. Which, yeah, no. That's kind of ridiculous. Honestly, part of me wishes that I could have the know-how to make my own website to help people to do commissions, go through commissions, all that fun stuff. Do the pierce. Yes! Alrighty. I have the go-ahead to do piercings. I cannot wait. And also, piercings is actually a really fun thing to do. Now, whenever it comes to piercings, it depends on how you want to do a piercing. Piercings can be very simplistic, like the ball, right underneath, or where that little dimple is underneath your lip. I mean, it's actually really simple. All you have to do is draw a circle. But other ones, like say an eyebrow piercing, an ear piercing, or anything like that, it can actually become very difficult. So the way that you draw, say, I'm gonna pause my time on that one. The way that you draw, like say, an earring piercing. So like, let's take this ear right here for an example. Bust out an ear real fast. There we go. Now, whenever it comes to an earring, if you're doing an earring piercing, you can do a stud like this. That's a quick, easy stud. Now, if you want like a hoop earring, you want to do a circle right here, just a normal circle. Now you're going to erase part of it because you got to remember an earring's going to wrap around the ear. And then you come right in here, right at the very top of it, okay? You're going to go to the top. You're going to make a little swoop. And it looks like a weird bubble C, okay? Now, that's the quick, easy way to do an earring. Now, if you want to go even more fancy, you can pull this right here back and then bring a little back over here so that it looks like it's overlapping. Reason being is because whenever an earring is in, it does overlap. Study the rings from Sonic the Hedgehog if you're wanting to look at how rings would look like. And that would be how you draw an earring. I mean, also, let's actually go and do like a stud. I mean, not stud, a bar. So a bar, like say Pain from freaking Naruto, goes through the back and then goes through here. You can do that. There's tons of different earrings you can do. Would I work full-time if a publisher came up and was like, hey, I want you to do Experiment 23? Yeah, most definitely. That would honestly be amazing. That would be one of my dream jobs. Downside is because I have not been on there. I highly doubt that anybody would. I would love it if somebody would, but I highly, highly doubt that somebody would, honestly, right now. Due to, like, if I was, say, a publisher. As a publisher, I would be looking at about 3 things. Number 1, is this person still pursuing this comic? How many viewers are on this comic? How many people are talking about this comic? Is this something that's going viral on social medias? If it is, great. I would love to work with them. But if A, it's not going viral on, say, viral on social medias, if the person who is doing the comic, continuing doing the comic, if it doesn't have a big Patreon or anything like that, I don't see any money in it, so I'm not going to invest in it. The reason why I'm saying it this way is because how I look about a lot of different things on art is I'm a very business-minded person. I like to more along the lines of look at the business side. If I'm going to do or pursue art as a career, I want to make sure that whenever it comes to this career, I want to make sure that I'm not going to screw myself over getting into a career that's not going to be profitable. I'm going to have to look at how's it going to help me raise my family or anything like that. I got to be smart about it. Because honestly, if I would just want to go and do full-time art right now, I could. I would be losing a lot of money, but I still could. Alright, Pungoth instead of 2s for the ears. Fins. Okay, got it. That's the one thing I was trying to remember. So, fins. Let's do another smile. Oh! You know what? You're right. Crap balls. I honestly didn't realize that. Yeah. All of them don't have a beard. Oh, crap. That means I'm going to have to redo my PNG tuber sometime. Oh, in the flaps, I can actually pierce too. Let's see. Let's see how I'm going to do these piercings. Ugh, every time. I keep on hitting my pen tool rather than my pencil tool. Because I have... Okay, if you're wanting to get into, say, doing art for a living, or even doing art as a side hustle, you want to invest money into things that will make your art go faster, or make you faster as an artist. So one thing that I decided to do is get like a little shortcut remote. Actually, my wife got it for me, and I'm super happy about that because honestly it does help, and it does cut my time that I spend on commissions and stuff like that, and I can crank out pieces a lot faster. But that's what I would suggest if, say, you are wanting to get into the commission-based field, is make sure that you have stuff that will make it so that you are faster as an artist, rather than you don't want to be slow, because you got to remember, whenever it comes to time, time is money, and the more commissions you can pump out, the more money you can bring in. Yeah, welcome to Corey's, oh, what's it called? Business School for Artists. Here are the 15 things you need to know as a budding artist who's wanting to make money off their commissions. Hey, what's up? Welcome, welcome. I'm just explaining how to make money as an artist, because I'm currently writing a book about it. Because at work, I can't sit down and draw, but I can type. And if I can type, I sure as heck can make something that will be beneficial. There we go. This hand pose is really getting me. There we go. No, I want the pencil. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to thicken that up a little bit. I do like these pants though. I saw somebody on Pinterest have these pants, and oh my gosh, I freaking love these pants, and partially want a pair myself, but also in the same breath, I know that I wouldn't want to mess with them. They look more like a hassle to put on than anything else. And that's what makes me sad, because they look so freaking cool. But also at the same time, I'm just like, I'm going to be lazy. I'm not going to be able to put them on easy. Because my favorite type of pants are sweats. Sweats are honestly my favorite type of pants. There we go. And a little bit of a flare at the bottom. Because don't get me wrong, I like tight pants. But, sweats. Just, sweats. And it's mainly because of my lazy nature. Honestly, if somebody came up to me and was like, Corey, why do you wear sweats all the time? I'd be like, bitch, I'm lazy. That's honestly, that is legitimately the reason why I wear sweats all the time. I'm just lazy. But yeah. I want something else fun with this. Punk goth girl. I want something fun. Oh, you know, when in doubt, fishnet. Which is kind of ironic to put on a octopus girl, but you know, irony is not always wasted. That is a mood. What the hell is that? Okay, here's the deal. Pinterest is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Pinterest is a phenomenal thing to help whenever it comes to figuring out characters or finding fun designs or clothing that it's like, oh, I could totally incorporate that. But also at the same time, there's a ton of, what the hell is that? Why? Why would you wear something like that? And it's like, ew, but it's lingerie. And I'm like, it's not lingerie. That's kind of creepy. But that's actually really cute. And that's just electrical tape over a nipple. That honestly looks like pain. If you've never messed with electrical tape and put it on you, luckily it kind of comes off easy, but it doesn't do what you need it to do. Heh. Honestly, that's exactly my first ex. She was the one who got me on Pinterest. Alright? Because when I was younger, or starting out in college, I was told that Pinterest is not for men. Do not go on Pinterest. Pinterest is not for men. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't understand why it can't be for men, but alright, whatever. I'll just concede. And then she's like, no, Pinterest is for everyone. I was like, okay, I'll just give it a whirl. And then the realm of possibilities opened. And oh, sweet Moses. I found so many references for drawings. I found so many outfits that would look amazing on characters. I'm just, oh, yes. So yeah, needless to say, Pinterest, fan-freaking-tastic. 10 out of 10, would recommend. But the thing is, yeah, you're not going to ever find the original creators. It's a sad thing, but you know, it happens. But, oh, when's my next adopt? Now, that's the fun part. When I have freaking time. I have been doing commissions like no other because I've had some high dollar commissions come in. And apparently I have another one that is possibly coming in. I have no clue. I'm still waiting to see if this person's actually going to commit on this one or not. But it is going to be a massive one and a massive undertaking. So, yay. And let's go with... No, yeah, I'm gonna cut these out. Just like normal. But these ones, I'm gonna do tours. Because this one has 2 as well. And I like the 2s. There we go. And there we go. Make a cute character. But, oh, yeah, I almost forgot. J-Gear. So, remember whenever you were telling me about, Dr. Crafty? Yeah, I blame you. I completely blame you. I have been watching nothing but Dr. Crafty for the past 4 days. No, my bad. 5 days now. Ever since I went to the doctor and they told me I was on bed rest, I have been watching nothing but Dr. Crafty. So much so that whenever I was bedridden, sitting next to my iPad, and I couldn't get to my computer because my legs weren't working, and I was just like, I want to draw, but I can't get to my freaking computer to do commissions. So, you know what? I'm just going to draw while I'm sitting here in bed on my iPad. And then I just cranked out a Dr. Crafty piece. Which, you know what? I'm probably sure that you've already seen it. But you know what? There's probably some people on this stream that hasn't seen it yet. And you know what? I'm just stating that if you've never heard of Dr. Crafty, go and watch his show, please. Please. They are so freaking amazing, and they're so it's a fun show. And honestly, I've never seen a formula like that whenever it comes to actual speed paint. Yo, this shit's tight. It's amazing. The characters are wonderful and lovable. Gosh, I honestly, I can't stop gushing over it. Like, honestly, if I got a message that said, "Hey, this is Dr. Crafty. I want to know if you want to work on some of the videos or do art for me," and even if it was like for free, I would say heck yes. Honestly, at this point, I would say yes. Because I love the show that much. Gosh. Blame you. Freaking blame you. Gosh dang, I freaking love that show now. So rude of you. So freaking rude, man. So freaking rude. Ugh. And honestly, now it's come over to how I do my show over here on Twitch. Like, honestly, I've been taking inspiration from Dr. Crafty. And you know what? I don't freaking mind it. I love it. I freaking love it. So now I'm explaining more of the behind the scenes whenever it comes to actual... Yeah, I am fangirling. Hard. Like, just... But honestly, straight up, 10 out of 10. Now, that's the reason why I'm going through now and actually going and talking about different things that are behind the scenes when it comes to art. Because I find it very fucking interesting. And honestly, whenever it comes to it, I'm sitting here like, yo. I wonder if my viewers find it interesting too about the behind the scenes whenever it comes to art. And I'm just like, maybe I should do it. Oh, but tell us more about your OC lore. Oh, there is a lot of lore. There is a crap ton of lore. And honestly, I would love to go through all of it. But then you get into the Experiment 23 stuff and all that fun jazz. Well, I mean, I could also tell some of the lore why I draw myself short. Oh, yeah, I need to send the base sketch. Boop, 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 boop. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me a second. Save as ref. Okay. Yeah, it does have some spoilers. I will say that. I can try to tell as much as I can without giving too many spoilers away. It's going to be freakishly hard. Boop. Oh, yeah. Trust me, there is a lot. There is a lot. Yes. Okay. Just making sure. Ooh. So now I can go through and actually get the rest of the character going. Alright. I want to do it in a fun way. Now, I can actually take a quick second. Let's see if I can find some old pieces. Random, untethered. Ah, 365. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see some... Do I have any original art from when I started? That's a good question. Give me 1 second. I'll probably have to go to my actual pictures. There we go. And let's see. My art. Old. That does not help me. That does not help me in the slightest. Oh, redraw the ice girl. Okay. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm going to turn on my fan real quick. Because it is like blazing balls in here. Hot. Now, let's go through some fun stuff, okay? Because some of you will know when it comes to, say, Natasha. Natasha is a character that, if you didn't know, I came up with a long time. Welcome. Fuck yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so Natasha came a while ago. I'm trying to find the very first drawing I did of Natasha. Because ever since I drew Natasha, I was wanting to do a dystopian future, or dystopian whatever the crap it's called. And actually, the whole entire Experiment 23 does take place close to modern day. I think it's only 100 years into the future. So, let's see if I can freaking find some of this stuff. Come on. Definitely not that. That was a dark time in my life right there. So, actually, let's go with the first cover. Okay. So, this one, actually, this was like the very first time I really actually started. Oh, I still do have the Kirby drawing I have of her. But this was whenever I first started, whenever it comes to Experiment 23. I was young, I was trying to figure out how am I going to illustrate all this and all that fun jazz. Very heavily influenced by Tyson Hesse and everything like that. But the big turn around is that in this world of, you know what, might even be easier for me to actually read a little bit from my, oh, where is it? Not art. I have a Google Drive that's where I write all my story stuff whenever it comes to Experiment 23. So this like started from page 14 because I used to actually have like a little booklet that I would carry around with myself. And I should have that Kirby drawing somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Yep. There it is. And where is it? PNGs. Oh, also this character. This character was actually supposed to be in Experiment 23. And JL was actually supposed to be in Experiment 23 as well. These two characters have not been shown yet in Experiment 23. There's still a possibility that they will come around. Now, there's actually more characters that never made the cut. So, originally, Experiment 23 was going to be more of a slice of life. This character right here, this character right here, this character right here, have all been nixed, honestly. They were all inspired by different Pokemon, actually. I'm dead serious. Now, let's see if I can actually find where they were inspired by, because I have a sheet of where their inspirations came from. Now, let's see if I can actually find it. No, those are just old pages. No, that's old pages as well. That's definitely not it. Wow. I don't think I have it anymore. Oh! Okay, I found something that's really old. Okay, here we go. Now, here was actually a little bit of lore that... Oh, there we go. That is adorable. But here's actually a very early draft whenever it comes to a little bit of the story. Natasha's hair was supposed to change color. With every emotion that she had, her hair would... Yeah, when she was happy, it was blonde. Whoops. When she was happy, it was blonde. Whenever she was being rambunctious, it was pink. Stuff like that, and her power would change based upon her hair color. It was so confusing. It was so freaking confusing, and I just sat there, I was like, what the hell am I doing? And actually, I landed on green, mainly because of her... Oh, well, there we go. Don't save. But mainly because of her origin, which was a Gardevoir. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this was the very first digital piece I ever did of Natasha. Blood warning, whatever you want to call it. This was the very first digital piece I ever did of her. This was supposed to be in a dystopian future and everything like that. Yes, when she's sad, turns blue, blah, 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 blah. Yes. And this was during a time where I actually was trying out a different comic called Afro Trio, which was supposed to be about this girl who sold her soul to the devil to get with this guy. It turns out the guy was cheating on her. And then basically she became a demon hunter because, yeah, let's see if I can actually find it. It was a weird concept. It was back in my more along the lines of a dark phase. Where is it? I know here it is. Found it. Okay. Here we go. Because this was back whenever I was still using JPEGs. This is some DeviantArt level shit right here. Ready? Boom! Oh, gosh. Oh, why is there white around that? Oh, I remember this was the first time I actually used Clip Studio Paint. I remember that. Oh, gosh. And it was actually read like a traditional manga. I even have the pages. I think I went only up to page 4 in this storyline. It was supposed to be basically Boondocks. Yep. Yeah, basically Boondocks, let's be honest here. Yep. There was, let's see. This was like the first page. She threw her shoe at her face. And I was like, oh, let's go with this. This is the character. And all that fuss. Oh, golly. Just like were you that far off? I'm kidding. No, it was supposed to be a really dark story. Because, what character was it? This character right here. This character right here. So, okay, so weird thing about her is that this is like almost an early concept of the, with the different colors of whatever, their power will change. Like the dark skin sucker. Okay, actually, funny story about that. Because the main, like, red hair girl, actually, demon form. This is the freaking demon form I came up with. Oh, young Corey, you could do so much better now. You could do so much better. Oh, but that's not that right there. Not even close to what she looked like, because she went through a redesign. Because this was the original. She was the original. Woo. Redraw them. You know, I honestly could. Because heaven knows they need love. Redraw all the old. Oh, yeah. I was seeing that too. Because, don't get me wrong, I think actually somebody asked me if they could animate this story. I remember it was on DeviantArt. Somebody came up and asked me, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Sounds like a plan. Just credit me. Sounds good." And I never heard anything back from them. Oh, is that what you guys want? Do you guys want me to redesign one of these characters? Because honestly, I could. It would take me probably about an hour. Oh, one of them? All of them. Do them all? Oh, and there was I think the last time I drew her, this was the last design I did of the main character. Wait, no balls. Accidentally lost my balls. You know what? Sure. Is that alright with everybody? Is that alright? I mean, I want to hear everybody say yes or no. Because I can take a quick doodle break. Because I'm probably going to stay up pretty late. Make a TikTok about it. I need to do more TikTok. I'm sorry. I haven't done any TikTok because I haven't had time. I want to do animation, but I haven't had time. Okay. So we're going with the main character, Kasumi. And let's go with it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. So Kasumi is a pretty chill character, okay? She got cheated on. She had not a fun time. So let's figure out how can we draw her now? Because I want to find a fun little pose that will basically cement her as what she used to be. Actually, let's go with the same pose. Let's go with the same pose that I have her in right now. All right. So let's actually redo this because it makes me sad to see this old character and still not having any love whatsoever. Okay. So she's leaning forward a little bit. I was messing around with different poses back then. And why is her elbow so far down from her other elbow? That's an issue. We gotta fix that. We gotta fix that. So let's go here. Here's a fun little trick I learned. You do where the shoulder is, where the hand will be. You draw a line in between. You do a line in the middle. And right around there is where the elbow will be. Okay. So, and of course, back in the day, Corey was still going with the bahoogadoogas. Because why not? Because I learned really fast that bahoogadoogas get you the views, get you the likes, get you those follows that you always desperately want and crave as an artist. So yeah, let's go with that. Let's continue. Let's continue. We're gonna make her, but we're gonna make her better. All right. So let's go into her face. All right. Now, she was heavily influenced by anime. If nobody could tell, she was heavily influenced by anime. I think the main... What was the main... The eye scar was actually inspired by Zorro, if I remember right. And also, let's make sure that her face actually is not straight across. I was actually I remember whenever I drew this, I was so proud of this piece. I was like, oh my gosh, look at my work on perspective. I have gotten so good. Like I am this is the best that I can ever be in my life. Needless to say, I now can do better. It got that late 2000s internet edgy. Yes, it does. That was what the whole story was all about, was late 2000s edge. Because I think these characters were designed in 2017, 2016? I have no clue. It was a while back. Actually, I don't know if I kept them on my DeviantArt or not. So if you look up Corey the Sea DeviantArt, you might see these characters. I have no clue. I've not been on DeviantArt for years. Alright, so... And obviously, she is not wearing a bra. So, we gotta take that into consideration. Because back then, you gotta remember that boobs are like water balloons. Alright? And actually, you know what? Let's go back to that because I already screwed up how the boobs look. Okay, so let's go here. Let's redefine the chest area where the rib cage would be. And then go from here, do an action line down like this, and an action line down like that. With teaser. Head cannon. Yes. Now, Juniper has actually had... Juniper actually really does not like me at all. Mainly because she does want her own spin-off story. But the thing is that her story actually coincides with Experiment 23. She was originally just going to be a character that was only for fan service. That's what she was designed to be. She was only a character for fan service, and she garnered a good following. And actually, I put her over my Twitter. Whenever it comes to the lore of Juniper right now, if we're going based upon the social media lore, is that she is actually over my Twitter page. And that's why you see a ton of Juniper on my Twitter page and not much Natasha. That's why on Instagram you'll see a lot more Natasha and actually none of Juniper. There's only like I think 1 or 2 posts that have Juniper in it. She does have an army of simps. She actually was going to try to start a OnlyFans. I put a halt to that. Sorry, we are not selling her bathwater. Because that means that I would have to put more effort in. And also people would want her bathwater. I don't know why, but during this phase of my life, I really enjoyed loose-fitting tops. Like, the looser the fit, the better. But the thing is that she knows that she's popular. Coronavirus. Now, the fun story is that there was a point that I used to draw Not Safe for Work all the time. I actually did it once as a social experiment and another one to garner more money. If we're going to be more matter of fact. I saw it as a way to help my funds and all that fun jazz. Shocking, I know. Gosh dang it. There we go. But this is just... And also, whenever it comes to these... He's gonna need a lace it. You know what? I actually just want to really redesign her, to be brutally honest. Redrawing the same pose and everything like that. But yeah. Give her big thighs. It sounds like some people are a little bit thirsty in the chat. Let's actually go into an actual more of a redesign phase. Because don't get me wrong, fun to redraw a character, but you know what? Let's give her a little bit more fun flair. Because here's the deal. If you're going to be hunting demons, melon crushing thighs. Jeez, alright. But if she's going to be hunting demons, let's give her a look like she can kill a demon. Instead of soft anime girl vibes. Because, don't get me wrong. Cool, I mean, she's a fun, loving character. But she was supposed to be the killer of demons. And I'm sorry, but this does not scream, I kill demons. Yeah, she was originally supposed to be a demon hunter. On fire? What the hell? How is it on fire? Because whenever it comes to my style has been cutesy, stuff like that on different things. But you know what? Let's give her some more. I used to be cutesy, but I kill demons for fun. There we go. There we go. But please be safe, Momo, okay? The organ is on fire. Oh, it's because of the Oregon Trail. They dropped the hottest mixtape. There we go. Oh. Now let's see. What was her original style again? Because I know that I gave her a scarf. Yep, I gave her a scarf. Huh. I forgot I gave her a scarf. And actually she was wearing a tank top. What is up with me and tank tops, I swear. That could be. Oh yeah! This was supposed to be at the very end. Where, spoiler alert, because I'm not going to actually do the whole entire storyline or anything like that. Basically what happens with her is that she vanishes. Her soul is basically deleted. So she was saying goodbye to everybody. And it's like, yeah, I'm sorry that I'm leaving you guys, but goodbye. I'm sorry to hear about that, Momo. And her signature eye thing. Like her hair that goes over her eye like that. Aww. She's a simp. Oh gosh. Alright. Honestly, you know the bad part is I'm thinking like Stan user. I don't know why that thought just crossed my mind. And also her head is way too big. Let's tone down that head. Yoink. That's something you don't hear every day. Bound to go wow wow. I'm super sad to hear about that, Momo. It is safer, but still, it's not fun. Yes. For redemption. For her soul. But in the very end, basically, it's just like, oh, I finally redeemed my soul. And then it's like, no, your soul's gone. Bye. It's like, excuse me? Back then, I liked killing characters. I liked to get people to really enjoy a character and then immediately kill them right in front of them. Just to see what their reaction is. It's kind of like Dragon Ball Z, but there's no Dragon Balls to wish people back. Don't kill this, OC. Yeah. Well, she's already dead. Because if I remember right, she actually died, and she sold her soul to come back, and because I think her boyfriend shoved her out of a window and killed her. And she comes back and learns that he's been cheating on her all along, and her best friend was correct the whole entire time. It was a weird story, but it was all headcanon. I didn't write any of it on paper. Yeah, basically. I'm glad we're here for you, Momo. But yeah, actually, funny story about Agami ga Kill. It's one of my favorite mangas. And also favorite anime. Do I take good inspiration from it? Maybe. Do people like hearing about that? Probably not. Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's written so well that it gets you to fall in love with all the different characters and then immediately kill them off whenever you start actually feeling for them. And it's not even a what's it called? A spoiler. They kind of just talk about it all the time. They're like, yeah, we're gonna kill everybody. Look to make a kill where all your favorite waifus die. The TV show, the manga. And honestly, I think that there's a time that I was going to reference these characters in Experiment 23, actually. And I was actually going to have them as a basically a hitman squad that my new characters would have to kill. It's kind of like killing off the old. I'll fucking do it again. I swear, I'm gonna do it again. Oh, that's a pretty nice heart you got there. Be ashamed if somebody ripped it out. Feels like Doomslayer music playing on constantly. I'll fucking do it again. Don't tempt me. I'm sorry, I don't think that a demon hunter would actually wear a skirt. Well, I mean, for fan service. That is something I could see. Bruh. Of course they do. So that is true. Maka does, and she's actually, if I remember right, I think there was like a limit to how many demon souls that she had to kill. And I think that was actually taken from Soul Eater, because Soul Eater was a huge inspiration in a ton of different things that I loved. Because that was actually, I think the 5th anime that I watched all the way through. The first one had to be Rurouni Kenshin. That was the first anime I've ever seen. That is true. Optical leg movement. I can kick your ass. I can kick your ass in 15 different ways. I don't know why I always did torn up edges on scarves, skirts, stuff like that. I don't know why. It was a phase, man. It was a phase. But let's continue with the lore of the social media war that's plaguing all my social medias. So apparently, whenever I was first starting to do all my social media stuff, Natasha was over all my Instagram things. So she was the one who would post all my Instagram stuff and everything like that. The person who was, and she actually migrated from doing that to, actually, I wonder if I still have that image. Okay, let's see. Ah, here we go. So originally, I was over DeviantArt, Natasha was over Instagram, and actually, wow, I cannot believe I forgot her name. Wow, I am such a horrible OC owner. I don't even have that many OCs, and I completely forgot her name. Diana. I think that's her name. I'm going to double check. Because I'm a horrible, horrible person, and I forget my OC's names. Short comics. No, Chloe was the slime monster. I think Diana was actually in 2017. I did. Demon Skull Crushing Thighs. Somebody wants me to make people have skull crushing thighs, apparently. Okay. So where was it? Actually, you know what? I think I know exactly where I put her. Because she was over OC Cafe. Yeah, Diana. That's her name, Diana. Diana was the Gardevoir that was my OC. And actually, there was a thing that I was doing that was called the OC Cafe, where I would have had people bring in their OCs, and I would draw them interacting and stuff like that. So she was supposed to be over my Twitter from the very beginning. And the downside is that she kind of fell to the wayside. I didn't have a lot of people wanting her or anything like that. And then shortly after, I made Juniper with the whatchamacallit, the Ninja Sex Party thing. And then after she became the Ninja Sex Party thing, she actually took over my Twitter. And actually, Natasha moved over to Webtoons because that was her webtoon. I took over DeviantArt and Instagram, and Juniper took over Twitter, and Diana took over TikTok. Now the fun thing is now Chloe's basically over TikTok now. So Diana got pushed to the side yet again. But yeah. That's a little bit more lore for you all. I do not like those legs. I don't like those legs. Those legs are just trash. Or the pose was basically trash. I think that her character would be more angular, to say the least. And she would always be alert. Never resting. And simplistic shoes. Because I could sit down and really design some cool shoes. But this is kind of a throwaway character for me. I mean, I could do a lot of different things. I could actually seriously sit down and redesign her from the ground up. Which honestly probably would have to happen. Because I'm still not liking how she came out. Ugh. Every iteration. I really don't like how she came out. Meh. Huh? Angular. Okay. So, you notice that most of my characters, whenever I draw any of my characters, they're more soft. I.e., best example would be, say, Juniper. She's a soft character. She has soft curves all about her, and her hair is soft because it's shown by all the curves that are in her hair. See, whenever it comes to her, all the curves in her hair make it look like she has soft hair. Big, yeah. Now, the thing is that I'm going for more of an angular look. More like, or sharp edge look. Kind of like whenever it comes to these characters. That's Bentley from Sly Cooper, and that's the Letta, which is a new character that I had previously as an adopt, but then I pulled it and I was like, yeah, I want to keep her. But with the Sly Cooper style, there's more angles in her design, but she still has soft edges to a good chunk of her design. Mainly all my characters have been soft. This one's going to be more sharp, more angular. Sharp edges, more because it portrays a more of a sharp personality, a rough personality, more edgy, yes. Now, let's say shrink this one down and bring her over here. Now, there's another character that I have been designing. What weapon? She uses a big buster sword, basically. Now, like, say, I actually have a new character I've been designing that I haven't released to the public yet. Because Class Drive, yes. Because this character is actually a changeling. And I'm still going through the design phase of her, trying to figure out how I want her more designed. I'm probably going to do a couple of different designs on her. But she's going to be a changeling. Yep, a shapeshifter. Now, the deal is that this one is actually going to be a character that I put over another media. She's probably going to be over my Patreon. Dim legs, yes. Now, the fun thing is that whenever it comes to different characters and all that fun stuff, is that there's some characters that canonly you don't want to put them in certain situations because of it would go against the canonicity. Now, this character, on the other hand, is a shapeshifter. So she can transform into basically anyone. Making the canon question null and void. But she is potentially going to be over my Patreon. Just letting you know. Let's continue drawing other people, shall we? Now, the question remains is, what else could I draw? Because, don't get me wrong, she's a little bit different, but, Sorry, I did not like how she came out. And honestly, that's okay. As an artist, there are times where you sit there and go, okay, I really do not like how this character came out. That's fine. You're not going to like every time that you draw a character. You're not going to like every drawing that you've ever done. Because there's going to be characters that you sit there and go, wow, that was trash. I really don't want to ever draw them again. Because it was complete garbaggio. But, oh well. You got to pick it up and keep on moving forward. But now, you know what? It's 8:36. Where I'm at. Yes. Now, here's the question. Do you all want me to draw a different character, or do you want me to go through and actually redesign this character into a completely different character that would make more sense? I got one for redesign. Any others? Vote now or forever hold your peace. And while you guys are voting down there, I am going to continue and doing some inking on this character. Redees. So I got 2 for redesign. Anyone else want to say something? And actually, I'm going to do more of a pink ink. Because I need one more person to say it. And then I'll do it. Ooh, Tales of Berseria. Alright. Looking that up. I think I have this game. Yeah, I have this game somewhere. I own this game. Where do I own it? Why do I own it? I see why you want me to take inspiration from this. Anybody else want me to do the redesign? Or work on something else? I almost forgot the Fang. Because her design called for a Fang. Momo, redesign. Alrighty. Sounds like a plan. We're going through the redesign process. So, now we know that it's a demon. Ha! Not that one. This one. Okay. Let's figure out how we're going to go about this character. So, let's actually give her a more fun pose. Because I really don't like that pose. I thought it would be a fun pose. It's not a fun pose. Here's the fun part about me. I have to, whenever I'm designing a character or redesigning a character, I have to make them in a, I have to draw them in a dramatic pose. Because if not, I can't get the right feeling for the character. So let's see, what pose can I do? Because I'm not doing a soft girl, I'm doing a I might kill you in 5 seconds girl. looking through my bookmark stuff of poses on Twitter and Instagram. I need more variety. Huh. I definitely need more variety. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Because I've been wanting an excuse to do this pose for like a good chunk of time. Okay. So, because I was wanting to figure out how to do this pose. Okay. I gonna have to do this. There we go. Alrighty. So now we're in the redesign phase. But first things first is going through the mandatory. Corey wants to try a new pose, a dynamic pose, to create this character phase. Because that's the only way Corey can actually draw characters phase. Somebody just entered my room phase. It's a Wild Mary phase.
How's it going?
Oh, it's a going. I'm redesigning an old character that I had.
Nice. I was having sad something hour, and then I got bored and.
I was very sad, and then I got bored of my sadness, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
I really did though.
Honestly, that's a valid. That is so valid. Where you just sit there and go, man, you know what?
I was having
Being
a little pity party, and it was being all sad, and I was like, you know what? This is boring.
This is fucking boring. What else is on?
Misty, you whore. Get out.
Did you just call the family cat a whore?
Yes.
Valid.
She knows it.
She knows it. We all know it. I'm actually trying a new
Today was
pose.
stressful, so I had to have a little pity party, and I got bored. So.
Valid. I'm trying to think. Okay, so the hand would go like that. Okay, here's the deal. As an artist,
I know.
you will pose yourself all the fucking time because you're like, how the fuck am I supposed to draw this? And then you'll sit there and go, oh, you start making weird expressions and shit, and people come in and they look at you like you're on bath salts, and it's just like, yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. Okay. So that will go like that. Because it's coming at the viewer. Coming at the viewer. Okay.
We got hands on the knees pose here.
Hands on it. What? No?
So the hands on the audio. What do you got going on there? Can't see.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, sitting there.
Yeah. Well, no. They're actually... It's a fun perspective piece.
Ah, nice.
Where they're going to be swinging a huge ass sword around.
How was work for you today?
That's how work was for me today.
Love it.
The computer that does all the pawn stuff crashed. And for a little bit, we thought that we weren't going to have a pawn computer. So we were very scared. And I'm just like, I need to quit. People just come in and hire me to be an artist, please, and let me become a full-time artist. Do it. You won't.
A lot of stress and anxiety because I was trying to figure out which job to choose because the scheduling came down to choosing one or the other.
No. I will tell you that the other one does have less stress. The only downside is that you're not going to have a medical plan.
Yeah. Well, Brenda is going to be putting me in cash room, which will be less stress.
But how long is she going to keep you in cash room is a big question.
I'm going to be transitioning there primarily.
Okay.
I'll help out with like breaks when they give like the front desk people breaks, so maybe like an hour of my time would be up front, but that's doable.
In comparison to
You know, like 9 hours a day.
valid. Okay, so
But I'll be able to keep my insurance plan and work around that.
gotcha. So that'd be like that. Okay. Okay. And then it'd be like
So I
that.
haven't made a dumb decision. I was really worried about Laura. Because I feel bad because I know she just talked to Sheila about that. Which I called Sheila and everything today, but like it was a whole lot of stress. I had like a whole stomach ache for like hours today.
Of course. I mean, that's what happens.
Anxiety, gotta love it. I literally had an entire conversation with Brenda that I was like, don't screw me over. I actually told her, don't screw.
You screw me over, I'm gone.
I was like, don't screw. I was like, I'm making this decision. Don't let me down on this. I'm hungry, but I don't want to put the effort in to make anything. Plus, that's mental energy to figure out what to make.
Well, you know, you have pasta that's in the fridge that you can just pop in the microwave.
That I'm not supposed to be eating.
You're not supposed to eat pasta?
I'm not supposed to eat anything bready or chewy.
Rude!
So,
Put
like,
it in a blender.
I'm not. No. I would rather not eat for the next 3 weeks than to eat blended shit. No.
Then what are you gonna eat?
I don't know. Probably everything I'm not supposed to. Pasta just doesn't particularly sound the greatest.
Huh? Mm-hmm.
What kind of pasta is it?
Well, you got marinara, you got Alfredo. It's just sauce, that's all it is. Sauce and pasta. That's all it is. There's no meat.
I primarily don't eat pasta unless it has meat in it, besides mac and cheese, but even then it's only certain mac and cheese.
Well, it sounds like you just need some soft food.
No, I just mean I'm very, I don't know, if there's not certain textures with food things, I don't want it. It doesn't compute with the brain or the...
Sounds like you just need some donuts.
cavities.
Valid. You know what that sounds like? Smoothie.
I thought your ass was fixing to say a personal problem. I was like, it's gonna be a personal foot up your ass.
Jeez! Went 0 to 500 really fast.
Hey, at least I was honest.
Valid.
I just went through a whole diagram in my head of if my foot could fit up your ass too, by the way.
It possibly could. I mean, anything's possible.
I think it could. Yeah.
I don't like those fingers! Those fingers look like shit.
Draw better.
Well, maybe I will!
Good.
Get my guideline back.
Click all sassily over there.
Well, I need my guidelines back. Yeah, that was like very, very sad. This hand pose might work. maybe I won't hate it as much.
Talk to my therapist
Yeah, you do.
Thursday. It's been a long week.
Thursday is stress day with Kid Cuisine.
Actually, today was hella stressful.
Hmm?
I almost gave myself a panic attack today, stressing over this decision.
That's understandable.
It was a little too choicy for me.
That's a little bit better. All right. I forgot how to actually do his voice. You know, screw it. That's Quagmire's voice from now on. Very sad and pathetic.
Love it.
I love it. Okay. Now that we got a base, give her a little bit of tutoir. Alright, there we go. And now let's commence figuring out what her outfit will be. I'm a demon killing other demons. Alright. With a big ass sword. But I want this sword to look a little bit more havoc. There we go.
No, not July.
And you know what? I'm just going to take a big old chunk out of the sword, just for funsies.
Well, that's always fun.
Looks like somebody took a big old bite out of it.
A little bit.
It's like one of those swords that you sit there and go, how the heck is this thing still swinging around? Yeah, I'm looking at Tales of Berseria, and the thing is with me, that's how you over-design a character. If I'm going to have to animate this character multiple times, I do not want to be drawing all those things over and over and over again. So, you know what? I'm going to go to Pinterest. Not Instagram, but, you know, that's close. But Pinterest. Pinterest is not on here. Screw you too, Pinterest. And look up Demon Hunter. And just see what people expect demon hunters to look like. Okay. Okay. Nothing that I was expecting. Alright. I'll probably still keep the same hair. I heard tummy rumblings.
It's because I'm hungry, but I'm ignoring it because I'm doing other things.
Valid. I think this character actually, if I remember right, had some loose design. Like I was watching K and KL show, learning how to draw while designing this character. Oh, come on. I wonder if anybody's still alive in chat. Are you all still alive? Say no if you're alive. Say yes if you're not. Seems like nobody is alive. Okay.
Hello.
No. I got one. You know what? I'm totally going with the old school anime adage. The more belts, the better. You know what? I'm actually probably going to enlarge this one because I don't necessarily hate it. The pose is actually kind of fun, and I don't completely and utterly hate it. The arm could use a little bit of love, though.
Talking about your character or mine?
What character of yours?
I said your character or my arm? Because I just popped my shoulder and I thought that's what you were talking about for a second.
No, I'm talking about my character. High ass pockets. Now this is a character that I would actually enjoy watching a video on. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. So there we go. Now she's redesigned just a little bit cooler. She doesn't look as boring now. Yes. This is me. My name is of Corey. Thank you for saying it's a cool sword. I like the sword too. It looks like a demon took a big old bite out of the sword. Still using it though. Not retiring the sword because that would be logical. But she's an illogical demon hunter. Whose insatiable thirst for blood just gets him more. Oh, sorry if it went quiet. Do I have anybody there on the YouTubes? Alright. Boop. Now that she is redesigned and looking a little bit better, time to go back to the commission. The thing that I'm getting paid to do. There we go. Oh, man. Oh, that's rude. Everyone else went to the Alamo Draft House. Probably go see a fun movie. There we go. The joys of whenever I actually start focusing on what I'm doing, I go very quiet. Not a good thing for a Twitch streamer or a YouTube streamer to do. Do you want a fruit smoothie?
No, I don't want a fruit smoothie. I want my stomach to shut up while I'm doing things I want to do.
Oh, thank you. See you later. Stay safe.
If you get kidnapped, get chocolate.
Bring us chocolate, please. Screw cavities. More chocolate.
I think it's important.
I do too.
I don't know if anything even sounds good.
Food. Food sounds good.
Nope.
You can't deny it.
Yes, I can.
Peace and love and always. Mm-hmm.
So fancy.
Digital card?
Insurance card.
Oh. They did digital because they don't have enough money for actual cards.
I would lose the actual card, so
Valid. Maybe that's why they did digital, because they know that everybody else loses it. There we go. Ah, bullocks. The fun part is trying to figure out what lore I can let people know without going with spoilers. Lore about my comic that I haven't done in over a year. Because A, I don't have time. B, I wish I had time. But C, it doesn't pay any bills, so I can't make time for it. Because I have to make more time for things that actually pay the bills.
could I evict depression since it doesn't pay bills?
Yes.
Alright, I'll send you the letter.
Dear Depression, you have not been paying your bills. I am sorry, but you have now been evicted. Pack your shit up and get out.
Exactly. I mean, come on, tell me that that wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work. You told me to tell you that it wouldn't work.
Wow.
I was just doing what you told me to do.
Wow. And the stuff that they hold the temporary crown on with, by the way, when you pull it off, because it came off again today.
It came off again?
Yeah. I haven't done it again, so it's not horrible, but it's literally basically like plaster.
Just use the super glue.
I thought about it.
Don't. It does not do good on teeth, trust me.
I thought about it though, and like honestly, how bad could it be? It wouldn't fucking fall out.
It wouldn't fucking fall out, but they would have to knock a tooth out to get the temporary crown out. Hmm?
So I hate this bra when I'm laying sideways.
Valid.
It gets all uncomfy because I can feel the back now on it, and like one bra boob is like migrated where it's not supposed to go.
Get back where you belong, also help me.
I gotta admit, this character's really cute.
I want watermelon.
Watermelon sugar? Hi. Ask the girls to bring it back. Or don't, and just sit there wishing for something.
You know, focus your sass into your drama.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I love your sass, but you're still sassy, and I must tell you that you are sassy.
Yes, I am very sassy. Welcome to life. That's what happens whenever you live with a very sassy person.
I don't remember reading about this in a manual.
There's no such thing as manuals in life. Do you think we would have depressions if we had manuals?
It's for people who lost the manual.
Valid. I'm sorry, I lost the manual to life. Oh, well, here you go. You get depression. I don't feel like this is fair. Fuck you, life ain't fair. Shouldn't have lost the fucking instruction manual.
Wet and part of the words are missing, and that's how you get anxiety.
Is this supposed to be this or this? Us making
You downloaded the wrong manual and it's in another language.
it's in fucking Chinese. You're like, I've never even read Chinese. That part is very valid.
I could be lazy and order something, but I literally only want one thing that I can actually think of wanting, and it's not doable.
Men only want one thing in life, and that's disgusting.
The one fucking taco that I had like 2 weeks ago. I don't give a fuck about what men want. I just want this taco.
What is the taco?
It was a good taco.
Where is it from?
Let me go find the name. I don't know. I just had the one thing. I get hyperfixated on one thing, and it's all I want for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then randomly, once I stock up on that one thing, then my brain's like, ew, gross. Which is
Ew. We have so much of this. This is gross.
I really do be like that though, and it's hard to eat anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on the weeks like where it gets bad, which is my anxiety's worse this week, so it's a little worse. Pancho Villa Tex-Mex.
Remember, they don't. What is it? 9/13. They're not going to be delivering.
I know they're not open. That's why I said it's not doable.
Watermelon sugar high. You can DoorDash a whole ass watermelon.
I could though.
You honestly can. How lazy does one be whenever they actually DoorDash a whole ass fucking watermelon to their door?
I could DoorDash it tomorrow.
Yeah, you could. You should eat something tonight.
Places that are still open are stupid.
Like?
McDonald's.
Valid.
Sonic is open for 13 minutes. There's no way I'll get my shit together in 13 minutes. Okay, I ain't gotten that together in 22 years, so we 13 minutes, hang on to it. And basically no one else is, oh, excuse me. It's Just Wings is open for another 45 seconds. So is Chili's.
Those places are actually really good.
Chili's is open for 45 seconds.
Well, it's less than 45 seconds now.
Yeah, it is, because it's 15 now. They're closed. You can order Casey's.
Casey's Pizza. It's not terrible. It's palatable.
I'll eat tomorrow.
Your stomach says I'm hungry today.
That's honestly kind of its problem, though. And if I ignore it long enough, it does go away.
And then it comes back with a vengeance.
But that's tomorrow's problem.
You can circumvent that problem today.
It's effort, and it's just dislikable.
We have cauliflower rice in the fridge.
Dislikable. Is dislikable a word? I think it's a word.
I'm pretty sure it's a word.
If not, it is not.
But my stomach is going, and I need to. So I might actually stop the stream pretty soon, so I can go. I know some people are gonna sit there and go, Corey, I want you to stay on. And I look over and look at the chat, and it's like, fucking leave. Just go. Oh, partially Part of me was hoping I would see that in the comment, like somebody would say, "Just leave."
I'm too lazy to make the effort to sass you.
I think most people are just listening to the chill music and the sound of my voice as they lull themselves to sleep. Good night, Moon. Fuck you. Fuck you, Moon. And just me randomly saying that they're fucking beautiful and they should know this. Because everybody that's on the stream is fucking beautiful. It's like, but I'm not on the stream. Am I still beautiful? No. Jeez. If you're not on the stream, that means you're fucking gorgeous.
Sorry, I was messaging Laura about my major anxiety today, and she rolled her eyes at me via emoji, and I'm like, excuse me. Rude.
What? Why would she roll her eyes at you?
Because I just was having anxiety today. I was telling her about it, and she decided to sass me by rolling her eyes when I sent her.
Fuck you. I wrote you a song. It goes something like this.
Daddy,
You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a bitch, 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 bitch. You're a bitch. I really do enjoy Suction Cup Man. He's a whole ass mood in like a 5-gallon bucket. He makes my heart happy.
I'm a busted ass 5-gallon bucket that somebody dropped on top. Like, you know the 5-gallon bucket like that has like the broken tip of the handle that nobody wants?
Yes.
And like a chip on the side? That's me. And I'm like a horrible ass color too.
Like lavender.
Or like baby shit green.
Baby shit green. Hey, I want my room to be painted. What color would you like to be painted? Baby shit green. Excuse me? Is that a fucking color? Goes to Lowe's. My client wants a certain shade of green. Oh, what shade? Would he like leaf green? Would he like forest green? No, he said that he wants... I'm sorry to say this out loud. Baby poop green? It's like, baby... What the fuck is baby poop green? It's just like, we got baby shit green. Excuse me? Yeah, it's a very popular shade. It's like, but why did you guys call it baby shit green? Because that's the only way that people understand what it is. Baby poop green. What are we, in the 2nd grade? Get sassed by a guy that works at fucking Home Depot. That's not my mission in life. Just gonna go and anger somebody that works at Home Depot and just let them rip into me. That sounds like a sexual fantasy now that I say it out loud. This is my coming out story. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, I went to Home Depot and got ripped in the ass. She knows like school, so shooting some nibble outside school. When a couple of guys, they were up to no good. Started making trouble in my department. I got one little fight. My mom got scared. Said, "Your asshole can't take any more pounding."
I don't know what's worse. Whatever the fuck you got going on over there, the fact that I like reopened my phone and the last thing I was on DoorDash on Casey's. But the first thing it pulls up is fucking aspirin.
Aspirin? Hey, can you run over to Casey's and get me aspirin? Oh gosh.
Fucking aspirin and like severe cold daytime.
That sounds more like Walgreen run.
By peanut butter and bread.
Peanut buttered bread? Like, are you talking about bread that's already been peanut like slathered with peanut butter? Or?
No, I could buy a whole jar of peanut butter and bread.
Oh, makes sense. Alrighty. So I am going to go and have myself a happy shit. So I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. May the sun be ever grateful to you. I don't know what else I'm gonna say.
Fucking sun. Go for it.
Shoot.
Do it.
Shoot
the sun.
Shoot the sun. Goes out with RPG with malicious intent towards the sun.
Where would it land if we shot at the sun?
Well, actually, the thing is that a rocket from an RPG would not have enough force or velocity to be able to get outside of the gravitational pull of the Earth, basically go through the atmosphere of the
I
Earth.
know that, but where would it land?
Well, 9 times out of 10, because if you're aiming at the sun, unless you're doing it at noon, it is most likely going to go at an angle. It's probably going to travel for about 2 miles. And by that time, by the time that it goes for like, I think 10 seconds or something like that, it burns up. Like, it doesn't have any more thrust.
That's some bullshit. I could have, like...
So it will just start
folded
dipping.
foresight.
Yeah, it will just start dipping, and it could very well go upwards to about 2 to 3 miles. I wouldn't be surprised if it arcs.
I'm blowing up foresight.
But the thing is that with the air stream up in the jet stream up in the air, it could be blown into any direction. That's why whenever it comes to a sniper, also you have to take into consideration the rotation of the Earth as well as the humidity and everything like that. That's why whenever snipers are firing, they take all that stuff down to make sure that, okay, with the gravitational pull here, rotation of the Earth, how to calculate the wind velocity to see where this bullet will actually land.
If my dumbass is firing at the sun, I'm not calculating anything.
I know, because you won't hit the fucking sun. You know how far the sun is? Fucking far.
Shooting straight up, it fucking comes, like, right back down.
In a perfect world with no air, yes. Like no wind, yes. Theoretically speaking, it wouldn't come straight exact down. It would probably be deviating a couple inches, but it'll still just, if you shoot it up at an exact 90-degree angle, theoretically speaking, yes. Now, if you took into consideration the rotation of the Earth and the wind velocity, as well as the humidity, as well as the gravity, you could calculate what angle you would have to shoot a rocket, and if you time it just right, it'll just come straight right back down on your head. If all the different what's it called? Variables
are in line.
Yeah, are in line. I was gonna go take a shit, but yeah, here you go. Now you guys know how to shoot an RPG in the air. You're welcome.
This is